Does it ever happen to you like you're creating a techno track and you're looking for kind of a hypnotic melody or weird melody, and whatever you're trying, it sounds too nice or not weird enough? Even if you try minor scales, even if you try to use weird FM scent, it still feels too perfect. It still feels not dark enough for you. Well, I might have a solution for you. Today we're gonna look into Ableton Microtuner, which is a device that allows you to create your own scale, change the pitch of its note inside your scales, which can allow you to create some weird combination of notes inside the same scale, which can be great to explore new sonic possibility, create some new weird melody. So today we're gonna look into Ableton Microtuner. Before to start to dive into the device, what is microtuning? So to understand that, you have to understand the main system we use in today's music, which is called the 12-tone equal temperament. And basically it's a system that divides an octave into 12 equally spaced notes. And if you have A at 440, the same note an octave upper will be the double in terms of hertz, so 880. This means that each note have a certain frequency, and the idea of microtuning is to completely shift a little bit all of these notes, so you can even be a bit subtle or you can be more drastic to create some weird new scale with some weird unusual note, and this is actually perfect for techno. So you have microtuner here, you can find it in the MIDI effect microtuner here. So there is a little bit of settings to do. Basically this device works with pitch bending, so which means that it's gonna modulate you pitch bend according to how you set the microtuner. So you need to make sure that the pitch bend value in your microtuner here is matching the instrument you're using. So here in Wavetable you go to MPE and at pitch you put plus 48 semitone, so this way you have the same. If you're using operator, you need to go click here, and here you have the pitch, and you need to go here, you can go to maximum plus 24 semitone. So on your microtuner you are gonna have to put 24 semitone. Even if you use a third-party plugin like Serum, you have your pitch bend here, so same, you go to the maximum 24 semitone and here 24, and this way you all set to use microtuner. You can also change the bass frequency and transpose the whole device, and you also have a MPE mode. MPE is MIDI polyphonic expression, and this device is MPE compatible, which means that this pitch bending modulation can be applied in a polyphonic way. For that you need to have obviously a device which is MPE compatible. So here Wavetable is, so which means I can play chord and it will change the pitch of each note. But for example, some devices like operator are not MPE, so it will just work kind of in mono and with just one note. So then you have different modes. This is the default mode. For example, it's great if you just use one instance of microtuner. But then if you use, for example, one microtuner to create a melody, you create a weird scale with this melody, and you want to use this scale for creating, for example, the bass line or the pad, you can set your original to lead, and then all the new microtuner that you will add, for example, for your bass line, you can put them in follow, and then it will just follow the exact same setting than the one in lead. Then you have MTS mode, but this I will recommend you to look into the manual to look what it means. It's a special system of MIDI and MPE. So we're gonna set back to default. So now we are all set. I just have Wavetable with a sine wave, so I'm just gonna bend that. You can see the tuner. I'm gonna remove the echo for now. So let's jump into the scale section. You have two scales, A and B. They are exactly the same parameter. And inside one scale, you can either choose a file. So you're gonna import a scale. So it's coming by default with like 5 different scales that you can experiment with, but there is also on Ableton website a zip file that you can download where there is more than 5,000 scales that you can experiment with. You just can import it here. All right, then you have the generator part, which is basically my favorite. You can create your own scale with few parameters. You have pitches, octave, and random. Pitches allow you to know how many notes you want in your scale. So you can stay classic with 12, or you can go a little bit, or you can go a little bit less, or if you just want 2 notes in your scale, but you can go over 128 to have something completely very crazy. You can go in between. I like to stay like around 12, like between 5 and 20, I would say. Don't forget to click generate. Then you have octave. You have 2 parameters, which basically is gonna change the ratio of an octave. You remember I told you the same note at an octave upper is just double the value. So you can change this ratio here. Just try different like ratio. And then finally you have randomize, will basically slightly randomize each pitch. So here again you can get something more subtle. Just switch them. Or you can go a bit more crazy, completely changing your scale. I like to use maybe around 30%. And now you created kind of a weird scale. Now what can happen is, for example, one of the notes of your scale feel like doesn't really fit the scale, and you want to change that. For example, I have this note here. I feel it doesn't fit with the rate of the scale. You have an editor here where you can basically change the position. If you press the note, straight away select the right one. And then what you can do is just switch it the way you want. So you can go really crazy. If you change your mind, you can click on revert. But yeah, that's it. Now you have your weird scale. You can try to create a melody with all of these weird notes, and obviously you will come up with something you wouldn't have with a normal scale. Now it can be the case you already have the melody, or at least you have the pattern, the groove, but you feel the notes are no good and you want to apply a weird scale to kind of change this melody, or maybe just blend it. So here you have a second generator. Here I'm gonna generate like the classic system, and I have this pattern, and you feel this melody is too nice and you wanna maybe add your weird scale here. So you can go to blend here, and basically what you can do is you can blend between the two scales. So this is very convenient if you just wanna do some slight pitching into your scale. Let me add a bit of delay and you get something a bit more weird and darker. This is more something happy. And then you have something a bit more dark. Again, there is no good or bad or best, it's just like two different feelings. But yeah, still if you don't like, if you feel the scale is not weird enough, you can always come back here and change. Obviously, it's gonna be a bit of trial and error until you get something you really like. So obviously you can use Microtuner as the end of your MIDI effect chain. For example, you can use arpeggiator before, or you can even use, for example, here I have the MDD Snake sequencer, which is creating this, again, a pretty happy melody. I purposely put it in C major. And then with Microtuner, straight away creating something a bit more weird and dark. By the way, next week there will be a follow-up video of my first sequencer video. And yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with this video. I hope you like it. I hope you learn a little bit how to use Microtuner, and it will give you some idea to how you can use it. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you next week. Bye bye.